My name, NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA and King James, kin of St. Michael, polygamous minded, 7 wives on my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. Facial Tootin now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Take right. Hey, here we go.
Horn's going to throw straight away here. They're going deep here right off the rail. He lays out one and makes the catch. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, run.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. For the kickoff, Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Another give here to Genty. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Knocked down by Caleb Ransom.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Intended target Dante Thornton Jr., and now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Ready.
Genty from the gun. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Offensive line fast. They're going to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
Numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Shotgun give here to Genty. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Ready.
Rattler now off to play action. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Red. Think right.
Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Lawrence looking to throw. And he's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Goes to the hurry up here.
Let's go.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Forced back to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
13, Lou.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Pass it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance is got.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars break the tie here in the 1st. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Genty. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Back at the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set, ready.
Back to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Air it out on 3rd. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you don't...
That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. And he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
11.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. 1st and goal. Here's Tootin. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Okay, right.
So 1st down from the 41.
Yellow. Down. Hey.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Blaster. 6. Cut.
Now Rattler on the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That is Caleb Ransom. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
It's dropped underneath. Tootin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down throw. Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. Chucking it deep down the left sideline. By the pylon. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Tootin takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41.
Let's go. Check, huh?
From the gun, Rattler. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So second down coming up. And going play action. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Looking quickly here.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Rattler, first and 10. Pulled in, again it's Bowers. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line. Let's go now.
From the red zone now. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's tackled for no gain.
I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Escape. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game.
Raiders 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Hey, lie.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a quick throw out wide. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
1-yard gain.
Come to the line here, second and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-possession game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Yellow, 43.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everett. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Let's go.
Here's the snap on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Raiders take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Right. Set, hut. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. We go to Gentry on the dump off. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Red, cycle. Set, ready. 6, mega. Beetle, shoot, yellow. Hut.
Here's Rattler. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Washington now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Put some air under it, deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get him on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
42. Raiders 21.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Right, smack, red, hut.
Rattler. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. We've set it down from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Red, yellow.
Slot receivers headed left. Rattler now off the play action. He's got it near the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Sink right. On
on first down, Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Flush down now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Nickel set here from the Raiders, third down.
Lion. Hey, so go. 13, Luke. 30 left.
Third and long for him here. Connecting on a slant. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
First down.
Hey, go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go, let's go. Silver.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hey, here we go.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get more points to end the lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
49. Raiders 28.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Okay, right.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Looking to throw. He's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Here's Thornton on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
They get 27 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
27 on the play. And the Raider first down.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the red zone on 1st. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Let's go now. Cut.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second-half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't. So few of these are recovered by the kicking team anymore. It reminds me why you've seen some alternatives tossed around for ways to replace the onside kick. For now, well, it just remains a difficult challenge that was not achieved that time around.
Running left, it's Hunter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Check down goes to Tootin. He's taken down at the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tootin headed left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action. Lawrence. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. Jaguars can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Yellow, field, black, drill, green. 6, mega, ready.
On the gun, Rattler. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Escapes the pocket. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Rattler. On target to Thornton. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the first.
Las Vegas, first down.
Blue striker.
It's a gain of 10.
Set, hut.
And
Ready.
the Las Vegas.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's first and 10 from the 15.
Hut, hut.
From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing ball. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that.
And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
The Raiders will.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go.
So in the lead, they'll give it to Tootin. These drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with third and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness.
They connect on the deep shot. And he gets this down near the 30.
50 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Jaguars have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. First down now, ball at the 33. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First down now, ball at the 33.
On red.
Inside give here for Tootin. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Hey, hey.
Lawrence working from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First and 10. It's Lawrence. On the move, headed right. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Hey, go,
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run, ETN. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Lawrence on third and goal. And the defender comes away with it. Jamal Adams with the INT.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Let's go now. Slide through. Hey, green. Red, yellow, green jack. Hut, hut.
Looking from his end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And now it's second down.
52 blaster. Here we go. Hut, hut. Black, 95.
Throwing again here from the end zone. Completed to his running back. We will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Ready?
On first down, Genty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces. But it can be
Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 24-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Thornton on the return. He's going well so far. And he's going to be out of bounds with some outstanding field position right at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is,
oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Travis Hunter.
well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
First down throw, Lawrence. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35.
Here we go. Step.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Raiders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Looking to throw, Rattler. Getting out to his left. And he's in for two, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this two-possession game. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis and that run support.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is caught inside the 15. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
43 yards.
30 left.
Jaguars. First down.
Hey, run.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
All right, so defensively, you've seen two throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch the lead to 23. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Let's go.
Here's Rattler, first and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Couldn't connect with Dante Thornton Jr. And it sets up second down.
Will Green. Claude Ray. Set cut.
Throwing is Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now the Raiders And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go. 6. Left, yellow, 45.
Rattler now off the play action. Trying to push deep downfield. So he's knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have 1 more play left in the game that's already decided.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wild card round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience of the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.